Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Factorio C-Blog. This is episode number 39, and today we're going to continue upgrading the base, updating all the things, speeding things up with modules and beacons and all that kind of stuff, and working on our SpaceX checklist here, where we still have quite a bit of work to do. We're researching one of the things we need, and we're going to continue doing all that stuff. The current bottleneck at the moment, slowing our science down, is Electrum. And then once we speed that up, it'll probably become pretty obvious what the next bottleneck is, because the belts will be a bit empty. This isn't empty at the moment, but I can tell that it's needed because of going to look at the science stuff. If this belt was faster, the science would be going faster. But before we do that, we've got a little bit of actual, science to do. We need to test some things and figure out what the best option is. We've been upgrading the belts and the inserters and the machines and adding modules and beacons and all that stuff. The one thing we haven't really updated that needs to be updated are the pipes. All these different pipes we have options of. And I've been using the same pipes basically the whole time. Not that one, that's the iron pipe. I've been using the stone pipe basically the whole time. And when we need to stretch to go a little bit farther, I've been using the steel pipe to ground. We have a lot of options here, and I've heard a lot of people recommend one over the other, but I've never heard anyone give an actual reason, so we're going to do some actual tests to see which is the best. They all come in different sizes, so this one, for instance, is size 5, and they all have a different underground distance. This one has an underground distance of 10. So we are going to take the ones that are at least have an underground distance as long as the steel one, which is 15. So anything 15 and above, we're going to test and see what we can get. And that excludes the bronze pipe to ground, because I never made bronze because we don't need bronze. So besides this one, we can just actually pick this up because this is pointless. Besides that one, we're going to test the others. Maybe when we actually pick one, I may replace it with a double just so we produce it faster or whatever. But that's what we're going to do first. So let's actually head down to the south where I have a little testing area set up. If we put our super suit on, we can run down here. You can see the science, the yellow science. If you trace that back, the Electrum is the thing that is slowing us down. But we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so here's a little testing area. Let me go back to normal speed. These are the different pipes, and I made a little grid just to illustrate their different stats. So on the left, this is the size of the pipe. 5, 10, and 15. But the brass pipe is small. Let's just confirm. Brass pipe. Oh, okay, autosave. Brass pipe, size 5, yeah. So this one's small. These guys are all the same size, but they have different underground distances. So this column is a underground distance of 15. This one is 20. And this one, is the big mamma jamma, the tungsten pipe to ground, is 30. The underground distance, though, I suppose if I had upgraded to one of these pipes earlier in the playthrough, this would have been more relevant. But at this point, we really just care about something that we can replace, the given what's in the situation. So we need something at least 15. It doesn't have to be 30. 20 would be nice. But most of the base is basically built. At this point, we're just speeding things up. And my pipe system has always been designed so that pipes are not really traveling a long distance. And when they're traveling distances, they're hitting up machines along the way. So that super long underground distance doesn't really apply to my base. So for instance, like this thing is making mineralized water. It's going directly to this machine, and then to that machine, and then that machine, and it shares the pipe. They sort of merge together. So that, like, the farthest distance this particular pipe is going is from here to there. Not very far. If we check another location, let's see, there's no pipes there. We've got these guys here. This maybe is the longest distance I have any pipes going in between pumps. But this underground distance is kind of already set. So the underground distance doesn't matter. Maybe in a future playthrough, this will make a bigger difference. But for this playthrough, the underground distance, we just need it bigger than 15. So the real question is which size is better. And then when we find the size we want, which one's easier to produce in huge numbers. And I sort of suspect that the bigger the size of the pipe, the better. Just from playing Factorissimo in Factorio Recursion, my Recursion series, there was a pipe there that was basically as big as one of these tanks. And it was by far super duper faster than a pipe to ground. It was basically as fast as a pump. So we'll see. That's my hunch, but I could be wrong. So we're going to have a little test. I've got 6 different rows here set up. We've got a missing substation right there, so we can plug this in, and all of these pumps will turn on at the same time. All of these tanks are full. And what we're going to do, we're going to see which one fills these 2 tanks. And then a light will turn on, and we'll know who the winner is. Getting close? Boom. Brass. Okay, who's number 2? We still don't have a number 2. Okay, so brass was incredibly faster. With 1, 2... Okay, and then several others. So, ceramic, pipe to ground, and plastic were dead last. And brass was first. Oh, I see. Okay, so actually the smaller pipe was the faster. This is directly opposite to my experience in the Factorissimo mod. I wonder if there's something else at play in the Factorissimo pipes that were so good and so fast and so big. They were each basically as big as a vanilla tank, something like that. But the brass one was clearly faster. Okay, so I want to do... That was the liquid test. Let's just say... Here's your chalkboard. Yeah, you got 1 mark. 1 tick mark. So now we're going to pick up all the tanks. Tanks for nothing. Tanks. And we're going to replace it maybe with just a straight line of pipes. We'll do a few other water tests and then a few gas tests. And we'll just get an idea of who the best one is. Okay, so test number 2, same configuration with water, except that now we've got just a longer segment of pipe there, and each pipe type is consistent. So let's put down Mr. Substation. Let's see who the winner is. Is it still going to be brass, or is somebody else going to win? We've got 2K there. Yeah, it's clearly in the lead between these two. 4K, yeah, looks like it's in the lead still. And I'm wondering if this is going to stay the same for the gases. I don't really think I'm going to be adding 2 different types of pipe and making distinctions based on whether it's a liquid or gas. So we'll just see what happens, I guess, and wait to see who the winner's going to be. Uh-huh. Okay. We have a clear winner again with the brass. There we go. Okay, so now this is going to start filling up with steam. Oh, this is actually, I need to replace... The pumps, we want the pumps totally empty. So make sure they don't have any power from the moment they're placed down. And we need to replace the pipes and wait for that to fill up, and then we can do it again. Well, it turns out that it takes a steam engine a pretty long time to fill up 2 of those tanks. So while we're waiting, we're going to set up the whole component construction, which is just low-density structures and titanium platos. So let's have this. We're going to just dump them into a chest for now. I guess, could I even make it reach so that we can direct... No, I want to control how many we make. So let's just keep it simple, I guess. We'll have that guy doing that, and then we will need a requester chest. And I'm going to do this kind of thing and tell him to pick up there. There we go. And we need to request titanium plates. Bam. 200. When it needs 100, yeah, whatever, that's fine. It's kind of a slow process. Maybe we'll just up that to like 400. I don't know. Oh, that's too. Wait. Oh God, that's too late. 0. Come on. All right. That I've made a huge mistake. That's okay. It's okay. We can just repurpose it. It's not actually that big a deal. And then we will want a output post to put there. And, okay, so that just got launched. And the astrometric slab I handcrafted because we only needed 1. So there's that guy. That'll launch after that guy is done. Okay, that's loud. Maybe we should have... I don't know how high these guys stack to. It seems like they don't stack at all. Otherwise, it would make... it would not make so many, right? Or it would not make only 1. It would make more than 1. So I think what I'll do is I'll do this and say pick up position there. There's 1. Yeah, it's not going to stack, and we just did 1. So we need 8 plus the 1 that's going to get stuck in here. So when this thing is full, we should be done. And if I take any out of there, I'll have to try to remember to update that. We're up to 16%. Okay, so there we go. Whole component 1. Astrometric slab will get shot into space momentarily, so we can close that for a bit. We're researching fusion reactors, which is the one that requires the portable fusion reactors, which we've already got twice as many as we need, sitting right there. And the one we just unlocked, we need some more energy shields. Looks like all of this is all backed up, so that's actually a really good sign. let's see, what are we missing here? Energy Shield Mark 4, Energy Shield Mark 3. We are missing just the normal alien artifacts here at the end. And these guys, for whatever reason, they are the only ones that we cannot get a productivity bonus out of. I suppose we could, since it's backed up, we could dump some more speedy dudes in this right there. That should at least speed that up a little bit. Let's go take a look, check up on our steam engines. Are they done yet? No, not yet. Okay, they're kind of small. Or slow. Maybe I should have put more down. I haven't really used these things very often. So I didn't really... I don't know. I'm just going to wait. We'll do other things. We'll come back. So I guess we may as well start upgrading the next belt, which is going to be Electrum. Let's just make sure that... Yeah, that's still the right one. Okay, good. So we're going to need this thing. I guess I'll keep that open, just as a reminder, whatever. We're going to start on Electrum. The, let's see, this insert is probably fine. It's just being slowed down because the belt itself is pretty slow. We'll come back and we'll check the inserters later. I might have to upgrade, or I might want to, just to do it. Upgrade all, yeah, see how much faster this belt is going to be now. I might want to upgrade all the inserters to the stack filter inserters, the ones that need the filter. We'll see. We're just going to run all the way down like this. Oh, it's super exciting. Alright, so now we've made it all the way up the belt, and we just have to upgrade all the belts, all the inserters, and we have to go through and make sure that everything's operating fast enough. Looks like gold is the slow guy. I must have gone through and upgraded silver. Maybe they're just, maybe gold's being used for something else. Gonna speed everything up, and then look for the slow points, and add beacons, and make sure everything's flowing properly, all that kind of stuff. Everybody gets an upgrade. You get an upgrade. And you get an upgrade. You get an upgrade. Everybody get an upgrade. I guess I may as well do silver at the same time, because that's what Electrum is. It's gold and silver. Silver and gold. Okay, good. Oh, it looks like we've got a backlog on the geodes. I need to modify how those are getting taken out of the system. In fact, some of these warehouses, they might be totally full, so maybe I have to blow up some warehouses to get that out of the way. All right, and while I was doing that, running around and upgrading stuff, came back to get more things, and it looks like the whole component dude has finished crafting everything he needs, so let's just pick this up, I guess, pick that up, this up, pick that up, and then we're going to dump all these guys into there, so they should get automatically launched as soon as they're able, and then I don't have to worry about that anymore. And then we can just take these guys and tell them to get out of here. Get the robots, take them away. I don't need those either. I don't need these or these. I guess I could have directly inserted them into there, which might have been nice because they kind of need that. Where did they go to? And they're not being requested either. I don't think they're being requested anywhere. Actually, maybe I should go get those and put them back into here, because the only thing that makes these trash slots good is if things are actually being requested. Because otherwise, they're just going to go sit in a storage and be junk. And what do you know? I just took a peek at our power situation, and we are already at capacity for this setup. So we need to add another row of these guys. We're at 3.2. It was up to like 4 just a minute ago. So we're going to add another row, because why not? So we're going to do this kind of thing all the way down. Add this guy all the way down. Like so that the pumps can place. Then we'll pick this up. Blop. And then we'll grab our blueprints of happiness and joy and nuclear power. Mostly the latter, mostly just about the nuclear power. Fly from me, robots! Yeah, a lot more robots now. Hey, buddies. Oh, okay. I have a lot of roboports. Why are you having so much trouble? Just get inside me. Come on, you just did like one thing, you lazy bums. Okay, so this is set up. Let's just run down here and make sure everything... Oh, yeah, and we've got to... restore the loop. Like that. Doesn't have to be this fast of a belt, but why not, right? If you got purple belts, why not use the purple belts? This is all set up. It's going to take those a while to heat up as hot as they needed to go. But it seems like everything placed correctly. Then we just need to dump these guys back into the chest at the beginning. And we should have another 1.5 gigawatts of power, which we are going to... I guess that'll last us like an episode. It seems like we're adding another row of these per episode. So at this rate, we've got room for 4 more episodes and then no more room. Then we're going to have to figure out what the heck we're going to do after that. All right, so one little extra bit of maintenance. We've got all these little storage chests here where the robots will just place stuff, and they will take things out of these before they take them out of a passive provider chest. So that should be fairly efficient. The only problem is they'll put them in whatever chest they feel like, and it's sometimes hard for me to come and look through them and try to find something if I'm looking for something in particular. So we've got a little bit of a streamlining of that. I'm going to replace all those guys with a storage warehouse. So now we just have one inventory to look through. If I'm looking for something, it's all going to be in one box. I don't think we'll need more than one of those, but even if we do, then just two is fine. Whoa, oh, there went a rocket. A rocket just shot by. That was funny. That's the first one I've noticed that I was so far up to the north. I wonder how far it actually goes. Does it just keep going forever? Could we be like way up here at some point and see the rocket go by? We might have to test that at some point. Okay, what have you guys... two whole components. Astrometrics lab, check. Okay, good. Let's go do our little test. And then we'll continue upgrading all the things. Let's run over there, Speedy Quick. Speedy Quick, they should be full by now. Yeah, okay. So what do we got? We got 19.9. Okay, so they are all full. We can do our last test. We only got one shot at this because I'm not going to wait again. Boom. Okay, there we go. They're off to the races. We've got titanium pipe in the lead. Brass pipe is catching up. Plastic pipe rounding the bend. Steel pipe lagging behind. But here comes tungsten. Here comes tungsten. Actually, I haven't actually checked the tanks. I'm just making that up. Oh, it looks like tungsten's doing pretty good. Is it still brass? Is brass the best pipe? I wonder if there are other cases where we could do a test where brass would not be as good. I'm not sure, but it seems like brass is kicking the other pipes' buttskis. Actually, I did have to load an autosave and wait for the boilers to fill up again because I forgot to change the value it reads to steam. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so yeah, I forgot to change it from water to steam, but now it is updated, and once again, the winner is brass pipe to ground. And I'm guessing the next set will be the ones at this row right here, the size 10. Going to pop up right about now. Soon. Yeah, it should be any second now. Those three just popped up. And then these two last. All right, so that's kind of, for me anyway, conclusive evidence that brass is the best. Brass has a size of 5, underground distance of 20. That's already better than the steel underground distance of 15 we were using. So, the Triple Crown winner is brass, and that's actually kind of handy. Of all the different pipes I would like to make a lot of to upgrade everything, brass is actually going to be one of the easier ones because I've set up a lot of brass production. Tungsten would have been pretty hard, and ceramic pipe to ground wouldn't have been that great, but brass pretty good. All right, well, now that that is all taken care of, it's time to get back to the upgradings. We're going to swap to the slow suit. I'm going to start, I think at the moment, we're just going to upgrade all of the pumps on the eastern seaboard, I guess we could call it. I've upgraded all the ones on the west, and then we'll go through and we'll start upgrading all the belts again as we need to, but having the beacons here will be nice. We can use the same blueprint. We should be able to. It should fit. Okay, I don't think I lined it up properly. Yeah, okay, so yes, it will fit. Okay, good. Good. Jolly. Jolly good. Goody gumdrops. Pick up all that, robots. All right, so here comes the first upgrade planner swipe to upgrade all the pipes. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Bam! And they're a slightly different color, but hopefully that should help a little bit with pipe throughput, I guess. It's kind of a minor thing. It's the reason I left it for the last of the things to upgrade, because I really do think it's the least important of all the things we're upgrading. And there's no pipe weaving like there is belt weaving, so we can get away with just one type of pipe, so that's nice. Now we're just going to speed up all the electrum, and I think after that, nitinol is up, and then we're basically just going to keep upgrading stuff until we've upgraded everything, and then we're going to place as many beacons as we have space for. And after that, without radically extending the base and updating it, oh, I guess I ran out of underground belts or pipes. Without doing that, I guess the last thing we'll have to do is just to pretty up the base with concrete, stuff like that. Okay, just running around, swipe, 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 swipe or no swiping, upgrade all the things. We want to upgrade the electrum, so we have to come all the way back here and make sure that all of the belts and the pipes and the inserters are all upgraded for all the stuff, providing everything involved in gold ingots and silver ingots. Maybe I'm just going to start swiping everything. Swipe, 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 swipe. A lot of insufficient materials, but we'll come back. We're going to come back. Don't worry about it. All right, so Whole Components has one more slot left, and we are researching fuel cells. After that, we've got 3 more, and then we start on the super intensive faster than light theory. We are at a special milestone right now. This is very special. Look what we got. We've got 999 beacons Mark III. Bam! 1,000 beacons Mark III. Pulling just on their own 2 gigawatts of power. That means we have at a minimum of 4,000 speed modules Mark 8 in our base. And there's a bunch of those just in individual machines. So we're getting close to 5,000 speed module Mark 8s. Let's run down here. Let's craft a few things for our spaceship assembly area hanging out in space. We need to craft the energy shield. And actually, I think I stopped this so we wouldn't miss the last of the rocket launches. It is not quite ready to go, but I'll go ahead and tell it to be ready to go. Should be ready in just a moment. So we need to make, let's see, we need to make the fusion reactor. We need 100 of these guys. So let me just click, right click, and put one back like that. And let me just do that so it stops crafting. Okay, so I should be able to make that. And then we need to make, we need 100 energy shield Mark 6s for the protection field. And that's how many I got. And let's just tell it to stop crafting that, because I don't think we need any anymore. We can craft that. We can dump both these bozos inside here. Once they're done getting made, I guess they take a while. I could have done those in a assembly machine, which actually would be faster. So let's actually cancel it and just get our stuff back. Tell it to craft, and then... Oh yeah, that's way faster already. Okay, and we'll just plop down some speed modules in there, make it even faster. There's that. And then we shall tell it to make the other one. Protection field. There we go. Ah, yes, very nice. Okay, dump that in there. To get shot into space, we're at 95%. Whoops. Let's see, it just went to 97. I think we're about to launch, buddy. What's it gonna launch? It's sitting at 1,000 science in the buffer chest, so it should not have put a satellite in there. What did we launch? It hasn't done anything yet. I guess it has to wait until it, maybe we've got a new contender for the lottery. I'm not sure exactly how this works. Will it just take the first one? No, it took the last one. Oh, he jumped the line. He doesn't know how to queue properly. Very rude. Very rude. Energy shields. But there we go. We got another check mark, and as soon as we have enough to launch 2 more rockets. Okay, rocket, dang, you're so loud. As soon as we launch another 2 rockets, we will have finished the hull components, as well as the fusion reactor, and we just did, I think the protection field is what we just did. Check mark, check mark, check mark. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll continue next time, closing in on the finale for Factorio C block. Leave your comments below. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.